So what's good with y'all boys? So of course, as you know, the latest chapter of One Piece, the scans for the latest chapter came out today. It came out a few hours ago actually, so I've read the chapter, just got done reading it actually, and I'm here to give my impressions. Of course my review, my thoughts, and honestly, I'm gonna just keep it a buck, a bean, whatever. Like I said in the full spoilers, I had read it on the video. This is my favorite chapter of the year. This chapter is amazing. Like, I think most One Piece chapters are good. One Piece is a series. Like, I don't really have a problem with most chapters. Like, they're not like none of them are really bad, right? But this one is definitely the most emotional one. The most emotion I've felt so far this year from reading a One Piece chapter, and this chapter is definitely a culmination of not just this whole little story with Koby getting kidnapped and all of that happened in the beginning of this arc, but Koby's whole journey all the way back, dating all the way back to, East Blue, when he, of course, first got recruited as a Marine with Helmeppo. Of course, this is, sort of a culmination of Helmeppo too, of course, because they went in together, but this is, it's more focused on Koby here. Of course, Helmeppo's there, of course, and Groose is there. They're all there, but this is definitely a culmination of Koby and Garp's story, and kind of, those stories where he's kind of like, what's the word, passing the torch. This is definitely a chapter where Garp is passing the torch to Koby. That's what it feels like, and the way Oda did it is definitely amazing. We get the flashbacks of, definitely the first flashback is very, 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 very impactful, where he says where Garp gives if you were on an island and you saw the baby or the what's it called, the baby or the old man, right? Which one would you save? And obviously Garp's like, oh, you would save the baby and save yourself because the old geezer, he's gonna die. Focus on the future. And that's basically what this chapter, that whole sequence is basically what this chapter represents, is the future taking over and the old guard being retired. Of course, with Garp going missing. We don't know if he dies or not. We know he is frozen here. And just like the summary said, we don't know what face Aokiji's making when he's doing it all. He's kind of straight-faced, and Garp is just being frozen while he's laughing, but we don't know, of course, his fate. We don't know what really happened. We don't know yet. Just because the narrator's saying he disappeared, I'm thinking he'll probably come back up, but I wouldn't be surprised if he died, right? I wouldn't be surprised, because it's definitely, he should have, not gonna lie, he should have kind of died here. This would definitely be a great moment, but of course this is One Piece, we don't know. But let's get back to the point of the chapter, really. It's not really about that. This chapter is really about passing the torch onto Koby, and we see Koby finally bringing out his full power. Of course, that's he finally brings out his full power when he uses the honesty impact technique. Definitely an amazing, just like the summary had described it, it was a whole double spread. Like, you see the huge impact, everybody's reactions to it. Amazing moment. But this chapter is definitely the most definitely at a loss for words. Like I said, I just had read the chapter, and it's definitely my favorite this year. It's great to see how far Koby has come from this series. I'd be seeing these freaking tweets on Twitter all the time talking about Koby's glow up and stuff like that. This chapter really shows is really a culmination of everything that's happened with Koby, and he's basically taking the torch. He's basically going to be the new Garp, and he's definitely going to take Garp's title. I mean, his role. And it's amazing to see. It's amazing seeing his journey and seeing how far he's come. I loved, like I said, I haven't mentioned it yet, I loved the plan Garp made. I love seeing them all team up and work together. Helmeppo, Groose, and Koby, of course, all working together to save the ship from Pizarro. I think that's how you say his name, from Pizarro. I love that. And Garp, of course, we can't forget about him. What he actually does in this chapter. I've been talking about, what, the passing of the torch thing with Koby, but Garp, he went out like He's him. He went out like him. He did, all that he could. He's like, I thought it was over for him last chapter, but he got back up and still created an opening for them. Still was up, did not back down. He went out laughing, and what a great way to go out. What a great way to go out. Like, if he died here, if he was really dead, if this was it, I mean, like I said, I don't think so, but if this is it, I am satisfied. I'm satisfied if this is it. And this chapter is just really about Koby and Garp, man. It's really amazing chapter. Amazing, beautiful to see the torch being passed. And of course, Koby and everybody, all the Marines, they're all sad, of course, because they realize what Garp is doing. Go on without me, You are the future. Y'all are the future. Go on without me. Of course, it's sad, but I understand it, and there's nothing he could do. There's no way he was getting out of that situation. All the Blackbeard pirates, they were all surrounded by him. Just like the summary said, everybody was surrounded by him, and he was frozen. We don't know what happened. All we know is that it was disappeared. I mean, all we know that he quote unquote disappeared, but we don't know what the Blackbeard pirates are doing or what they plan on doing with him. We'll definitely get back to that eventually, though. But what an end to this whole string of chapters with Koby, Garp, the Marines. What a whole this whole story with Koby getting kidnapped. That started, of course, in the beginning of the arc. What an end! I was not expecting when that stuff first happened back then. I was not expecting it to end this way, but what a journey for Koby. What a journey. And yeah, what a journey. And this is definitely the culmination of everything they've been through together. And it was amazing to see. Next chapter, though, we are back at Egghead with Luffy and everybody. It's been a while since we've been there because we've had all the Sabo stuff happen at Marie Joie, and we had, of course, all this stuff that happened. It's been a while since we've been to Egghead, and I can't wait to see everybody again. But man, like I said, this is my favorite so far, my favorite chapter of the year. We don't know what's coming this year, but definitely so far of everything that's came out this year, it's definitely my favorite chapter. Amazing chapter, amazing art, of course. And also wanted to briefly mention the Netflix One Piece stuff. Of course, as you may know, the cover for this chapter is Luffy and live action Luffy and advertising the Netflix live action series. And of course, the color spread for this chapter is also promoting the Netflix series. And I just wanted to mention that, it's crazy to see how far Oda's come as an artist. I noticed that Nami's hair in particular, is longer than, he drew it longer than it actually was during that portion of the story. But amazing art. It really shows how far he's come. But yeah, it's promoting that, and of course I will review all those episodes when they come out. Probably a big season 1 review video that'll come out around the time it comes out, of course. So of course I'll do that. But closing thoughts on this chapter. Amazing chapter, favorite chapter of the year. Great culmination of everything Koby's been through. Culmination, a great send off to Garp. If this is really it with him, if this is really it, I thought last chapter was a great send off. This is just the icing on the cake. And yeah, we are on break next week. I hear that the next chapter will come out a lot earlier. I was hearing around August 11th. No. I think that was chapter 1090. Will come out earlier, a lot earlier than expected. But chapter 1089 should be out, of course, in around 2 weeks. So, of course, when the spoilers for that come out, of course, I will be here to cover it. You already know I'm not stopping. I will be reporting as soon as I see it. So, yeah, that's all from this review, and I'll see you on the next video, whatever video that is.